Hello everyone, this is Aaron from Sound Resolution, and here we are with the 6th episode of Let's Win in Black Ops 2. And today, I think the discussion that I wanted to start off with was the idea that there are cheap tactics in Call of Duty in general. Some things people do not like to see, such as drop-shotting or head glitching or things like that, to makes the people sort of dislike the game and they feel like it takes them out of the experience. And this is bad. I'm switching to the MSMC here. So those sorts of things. So first I'd like to address drop shotting. A lot of people think there's like no drop shotting anymore in Call of Duty in Black Ops 2 because of the dolphin diving mechanic, but that's just simply not true. It's actually almost more cheap in this game because it encourages you to flying drop shot, which is in my opinion even harder to sort of counter than an actual drop shot. You'll see me do it in a lot of videos, like sort of like when I do something like that. Oh boy, I'm dead. Yeah. Oh well. This is going to be a difficult point to get. This actually. Our Let's Win here is in danger of we're in a little bit of a snafu at the moment, I would say. Actually, this will be interesting. But back to drop shotting. I think it's an interesting tactic because a lot of the reason drop shotting works is because of the abuse of that was close of the connection, and it's not really so much as it's really great because it's a great tactic, but it sort of uses the connection against itself, against other players. So players with really good connection can often take a great advantage of it. And you see it with, you saw it in actually previous Call of Duty, specifically with movement perks like Lightweight, Marathon. They capitalized on the fact that you really had to sort of aim in front of people, and so it made that gap even larger. So that's sort of why it's these really quick movements can abuse the fact that Call of Duty does not have the cleanest of connections in the gaming realm, for sure. Oh boy. Okay, good. Alright, let's get around to B. Wow, I didn't pick up much with that one. Alright.
Securing Charlie.
Oh, alright, carp. But so drop shotting, that's sort of why people dislike it. For those of you who may not know, it really takes advantage of the connection system. Oh yeah, that's a bad move by me. I do it quite often. I personally don't think there is too much of a problem with it when you're talking about LAN games. The thing is like it's something that everybody can do it fairly easily. It's not like it's a cheap like thing, as in only a certain number of players have access to it, which I think sometimes a lot of things that are cheap are because of a perk. Often like Modern Warfare 2's one-man army, but at the same time you look at something like head glitching, and that's actually sort of designed to be in the game that people don't realize, and so is drop shotting in a way. It's the developers understand it's there, and they haven't messed with it because they view it as a viable tactic for players, and you see it happen all the time in competitive play. So to be honest, it's going to be here to stay. Dolphin diving can help take it down a little bit with the fact that when you try to sprint and go to prone, it will obviously make you dive instead of drop shot. Yeah, it didn't jump at the right time there. Oh well. So a lot of people don't like this sort of, they'll call it halo jumping too. And to be honest, all of these things are, that's just the way the game is made. And so to be upset about the tactic, you can go onto the forums and say, hey, I don't like this because I think it hurts the game in this way, and this way. But it's sort of, you can't really, you have to be able to pinpoint why you don't like something. Like One Man Army, you can pinpoint why you didn't like it because it was a cheap tactic of getting infinite noob tubes, which meant people could get the easiest nukes ever. And so, like, but drop shotting, it's sort of, I mean, you can kill somebody who drop shots, so it's sort of a hard argument to make that, drop shotting should be completely taken out of the game. You know, it definitely can be nerfed a little. I'd like to see that, even as somebody who drop shots. But so that's sort of what I think of drop shotting in general. Head glitching, on the other hand, though, it's like the developers actually make head glitching a part of the game, and that's how they design the maps and a lot of the angles at which you can shoot onto points or off of points or certain avenues. So that's sort of part of the game. Like, that's an integral part of the game. And it leads to a lot of camping, so I could see them maybe want to discard some of that in the near future. But to be honest, a lot of the head glitching is for tactical reasons, for making... Oh boy. It's for a lot of tactical... Trying to listen. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, but a lot of it is for tactical reasons, on how to make a map. Oh, whoa, that was weird. What are they doing? This is interesting. Yeah, I could not get the reload off. That's alright. Well, so far we are in good position on this game. I think it's the second game. We started slowly now in a row. As a team and as individually. So that's a good sign that we are at least able to pick it up. I'm going to try to focus on that tomorrow's game. I'm going to try to be a little bit more decisive in the beginning, I think would be my main problem. I'm trying to sort of cover everything right now. I'm not really trusting my teammates to do anything because, quite frankly, I'm not used to having teammates that tend to know what they're doing, which I actually do right now. They are doing a good job of getting to certain areas. Probably should stay back on A now at this point. I'm going to get this kill. Oh man, why did I miss? Ugh. Oh, I didn't even see him. Alright, well, that was unfortunate. Okay. So that's sort of my, it's a part of the game, and I think it's pointless to complain about it or send messages to people like you suck because you drop shot. Because it's just in the game, and the developers have made it a part of the game. And so if you don't like it, I mean, you don't have to play that game, to be honest. And so they've sort of, in the beginning, it definitely, I think, Call of Duty 4, there were some unintended uses of head glitching. Not necessarily head glitching, but of drop shotting for sure. But the way they've dealt with it, they've sort of kept it in the game, but they have toned it down from COD 4, really by improving the connection, not necessarily taking it out of the game or even making it slower or anything like that. So I think in terms of complaining, like when you lose or something, like, because often you don't complain if you win or you're doing well and the other team's doing it. It's usually just a cop out if you're just not happy with how the game is going. Ooh, unfortunate. So that's sort of my opinion of cheap tactics. I mean, they're just here to stay. It's part of the game at this point. No matter how much you voice your concerns, the community that uses the cheap tactics, quote-unquote cheap tactics, is always going to be larger than the group that, to be honest, doesn't use them. Because the group that really doesn't like it is usually mostly the casual people. Most of the people who play all the time, like myself, have just accepted it. And, you know, I think it's a little bit different when it's, like, an intended part of the game. Instead of, like, a certain game I would pull up as, like, NBA 2K, where I've accepted that they've made the game, you know, very easy for new players to pick up and play and have success. And it leads to some unintended consequences of some really, really annoying properties of the game. And to be honest, I've just gotten to the point where I've accepted it, and you know, I've voiced my opinions on why I don't like it and how I want it to change. But there's no point in complaining about, you know, about the game of it being unfair at this point, because it's just not my game anymore. So I haven't played it as much. So that's sort of a game I would liken Call of Duty to. And if you're not enjoying it, just, you know, stop playing. I mean, it's a fairly easy. Oh, wow, that was I didn't even think you had that much ammo. All right. Oh well. Oh crap. Oh boy. Alright, good. See if I can get this guy. Well, we're going to close out this game really easily. So if you guys like what I had to say or liked the gameplay, which was fairly decent this time, it was alright, then definitely drop a like or comment about what I said, or, you know, why you like certain tactics or why you dislike certain tactics or how you think it'll help the game, because this is what it's about. It's not about just complaining. It's about being constructive about your opinions and how things can improve going forward. So that's sort of what it's about. And if you want to be part of the conversation of next videos going forward, definitely subscribe. That's what we do. We talk about games all the time, and I play these through straight through. I don't pick my best matches. It's just the match I play is the match that goes up. And so there's my XP bar. And so I will see you guys next time.